All right, guys, we're off and running tonight. This is a Wednesday night. I normally try to do this on Tuesday, but it was a beautiful day yesterday, all the way up until the time I came home from work. And then it got very dark and the rain came in. So we're off on this Wednesday night. It is a beautiful 82 degrees. I don't even think we've been out this year together with it being this warm. So this is a special surprise for me. And yeah, like I said, probably gonna go from winter, no spring, right into summer. That's what we do up here in New Hampshire. So, like I said, we're out here. It's a beautiful night. We're gonna get some miles on. We are riding the juiced RipCurrant tonight. So we're rocking 50 amp hours of battery. We can pretty much go anywhere. I have my radar on tonight, as you can hear it beeping, because this bike is primarily for street riding. But it also works on rail trails real well also. Don't really know where we're going today, but I want to get out here and ride. We're currently traveling at 33 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour. We're headed up a hill at 32 miles an hour. We are down to 30 miles an hour, and that's because we are on the juiced RipCurrant with the controller upgrade. So I was just emailing with a guy like 2 seconds ago before I got on his bike. He was interested in buying a juiced, same bike, but it was the older one. And I said, well, you can't upgrade that bike. He's gonna buy it used anyways, but I told him it's totally up to him. He was thinking about that or the X-Peak. And I told him, honestly, go with the X-Peak. I think it's a better bike. I like this bike, but this is the newer model, and it's got a lot of upgrades on it. And I don't know, he's talking about an XP 3.0 also, so I actually told him, look at the Hanover too. The Hanover is a lot more bike, I think, for the money than that XP 3.0 is, but it doesn't matter to me. I make money on both. About the same money too, so. Now I gotta see if I can make this light, I guess. I made the light. It's my lucky night, I guess. So we're riding the same old route right now. We may veer off in another direction though. Haven't decided where I'm gonna go tonight. I'm just happy to get out here. Got my summer vest on tonight, guys. We're back to the old reflective vest. So I look like I work on the road crew, so this is exciting also. I'm still in my work clothes underneath though, so like I said, I want to get out here. I was answering a lot of emails. I'm gonna figure things out. So we've got, what do we got coming in? We just released today the little bike. So that was, went out there today. And I gotta do a Moon Cool something or other TK1 video because I owe it to him for number one. I just don't want to do a review type thing, the standard thing. This bike has been reviewed to death. And I just don't want to add another one out there because who's gonna watch it? So I want to do something a little bit more exciting. And I just haven't figured out what I want to do yet. I have been helping out on the Facebook Moon Cools. They have two of them. I monitor both of them. And there's a lot of people out there that are seniors that are confused about some of the things on these bikes. So I have tried to do some videos about that to try to help them. I think I'm going to do a couple more of those videos. Moon Cool doesn't ask me to do them. They did ask me to do one video. After I had done it, then they said, well, can you do it from this angle? And I said, sure, no problem. So I did that. But there's some confusion over the way these things ride. When they take off, when you're in pedal assist, they just go. How you doing? They don't have a gradual takeoff. And I thought there's gotta be a way to do that. And I've talked to a bunch of creators and they said, no, there isn't. I just got the, not the controller, the screen instructions. So I'm gonna look through those tonight, but I'm sure everybody else has looked through them too, and you can't turn down how fast it takes off. So I want people to be aware of that, so I'll probably do a video on something like that and how to control it. There was a woman on there, 92 years old, just bought a TK1 trike. She hasn't been on it yet, and she wanted some advice. So I said, look, try driving it with the throttle, and you can always pump the throttle, because I'm just afraid she's going to get on this thing, start the pedal, it's going to take off like a bat out of hell, and she's going to get scared of it. I put a woman on the TK1 that has ridden an e-bike. She owns an e-bike, a folding e-bike, and it scared the hell out of her, and she didn't want to get back on it because the thing just took off. So a little concerned about that. I know Moon Cool is aware of it, and they are in the future making an adjustment. So I want to do that, but I'll do some sort of a introduction to the bike, but not necessarily a full review. I just watched a full review on it the other day that came out. It's just, like I said, it's been done to death. So if you want to see a review on it, he did an awesome review on it, and that's the Wyoming Rider. So check him out. Long weekend, which is good, but it is supposed to rain on Monday, which isn't good, so, but I could be editing that day. Sunday, my wife has plans for me. I have to do family things. Again, good thing. But I got a lot of videos to catch up on, and I got a lot of stuff happening. 630 bike. Says on the website it's released. I have emailed the guy. Richard at eBike Reviews is getting one also, and he's emailed the guy, and we haven't heard back from him, but he's a super busy guy. So I'm only hoping that it'll be coming. I really want that bike. I'd be ready to pull the trigger on it and just pay for the damn thing if I have to. But I might as well wait, see if he makes good on what he said and gives me a bike, sends it out to me. I'll be waiting for a little bit, but if they go out of stock, I'm gonna be mad. What else is happening? So we got that one. The Addmotor, the Spy Tan, another reverse trike. Excited about that one also. And that one, I can't get an answer out of them. I sent another email today, might have been yesterday, but I think it was today, asking them if they had any idea when we would be getting them. I have word through somebody else that they were told that they're shipping to California this week, and then they would be distributed out across the United States from California as soon as they have them there. So, I don't know, 2 weeks away maybe? I'm hoping. That would be nice, but I don't know. I don't know, non-communicative company, I'll tell you. I just don't know how I feel about that. Veribus, the problems that both Richard and I have with that bike, they're supposedly, I asked for a controller to start with. They said they're sending one. I haven't heard anything. Richard asked for a controller, a new motor, and a Candace, a sensor. And he was told, yep, we'll send them right out, and he hasn't heard anything, so I don't know. As of right now, guys, do not buy a Veribus. I'll keep you updated on what's going on with it, but that's what's going on there. So, yeah, we got those 2 bikes potentially coming in. They better be coming in. Potentially, I have another 3 bikes coming in on top of that over the next month. Again, I just, nothing's in stone until you get shipping information. So, the one I have shipping information on, and it's a biggie for me, I did get shipping information. I will have it on Friday, FedEx says. FedEx always seems to be a day late for me. They say you're going to get it this day, and you end up getting it the next day. So by Saturday, I should have this bike. What's the bike? I'll tell you what the bike is. It's a big win for me, guys. It is an electric trike. I'm getting their trike, guys. They're sending it out. Electric, if you're watching, I'm not on an electric bike today, so you're probably not. But thank you, guys. They're on my side now, so I'm very excited about that. The other thing is they do not give their creators coupons. I'm in really good with the manager in the influences department that I've been communicating with for 2 months now. It all started with the X-Peak, surprisingly enough. So yeah, I've been communicating with them ever since the X-Peak. They did some things for me with the X-Peak that I'm not talking about for reasons, but they took care of me without a doubt. So happy about that. Happy that they're sending me this trike, and I hope to make them proud with this thing and get more bikes. They did mention to me at one point about getting the one bike, and I hope them sending me the trike doesn't cancel out the one bike, because I really wanted to get that too. But I'll take what I can get. I'm appreciative no matter what. I really did want the electric trike too, because it's the standard of a $1,500 trike, let's put it that way. And there's not too many $1,500 trikes out there. So, you know, we got the Moon Cool, we got that one. And trust me, I look at trikes all the time. If they're in the $1,500 range, they're pushing that front hub motor. And one thing I hate about summer is motorcycles, especially when I live near the highway. And I'm sure you guys have heard about Laconia Week. Yeah, that's in New Hampshire, and every motorcycle that comes up across the United States goes by my house during that week. And it's loud. It used to be a lot louder, but not as many bikes go up there anymore if they're not pulling them on a trailer and stuff. So they used to ride in there, they used to clog up the whole highway, do burnouts in the highway. It was crazy. But they don't do that anymore. So Laconia is not what it used to be. I'm getting off subject here, but that's because that motorcycle made all that noise. Trust me, I've had plenty of motorcycles. I collected motorcycles before bikes, guys. I've got a picture of, I think, 6 bikes in the garage. Now I've got, well, more than 6 bikes in the garage, but actually I've got, currently in the garage, there's 1 trike, and 2, 3, 4 bikes. So the rest are in the shed. I've got to pay attention here because the road gets iffy right here with holes and cracks, and there's cars coming. This is a tight little road for everybody, even the cars going down, it's tight. So situational awareness, guys. But get this thing out on Saturday. Today's Wednesday. Means I got to go home tonight and at least lay these videos up and start editing them tomorrow night probably. And it takes me quite a while to edit it, but I'll get it done. One thing about these little country bumpkin roads up here in New Hampshire is, you know, they might be small and stuff, but everybody does 55, 60 miles an hour on them. Doesn't matter if the speed limit sign says 35. They fly on the highway. So our speed limit is anywhere from 55 to 70 miles an hour up here. And I go through, on my way to work, it's in a 65 mile an hour zone. I'm doing 80, 85, and people are passing me. And the cruisers sit right there and watch us go by. Ever since COVID, they don't pull us over anymore. You gotta be like doing 100 plus to get pulled over. I see them, you know, weaving in and out, and they're in the breakdown lane. They come out, they go crazy, and I'll see a cop and I'll be like, why the hell didn't he pull him over? Let's see, I really want to try something different. Normally we go down there. This could get us way out in the middle of nowhere, but who cares? I'd like to do something different for a ride this weekend. I got so many things I want to do. I want to take my wife out on a trike too. So the Veribus is the one that fits her well. And that ain't gonna happen because that thing's broke. If I get the electric trike, I will ride that myself, and I will put her on the Moon Cool, and she is going to love that Moon Cool. That thing is a sweet bike. I suspect the electric is going to be the same. I honestly don't even know that much about the electric. I haven't really looked at it quite yet. I know I should because I found out yesterday they were sending it. I'll tell you, this is the fastest I have ever gotten a bike. I don't get it. They notified me yesterday that they're sending me the trike. They're sending me a whole kit. They're sending me the cargo kit. They're sending me mirrors. They're sending me all kinds of stuff. The lock, the water bottle. So I got the whole shebang, which is great. They notify me, I don't know, 11 o'clock, say, which is first thing in the morning for them probably because they're Arizona time. I immediately get a thing from Electric saying my order's in. It's processing. Then I get a FedEx thing that the label's created, which is the norm with them. I bought quite a few bikes from. Today I get up and I look and my bike is in Georgia. So obviously they're storing them in Georgia and it's shipping and I will get it on Friday. So I'm like, cool. Tuesday to Friday to get the bike. Either I got super fast shipping. The first trike I ordered, not trike, the first bike I ordered from Electric, after week 2, I emailed them and said, hey, what the hell's going on? It said shipping, and they're like, well, the label was made, but it's not shipped. But they were a younger company back then. I forget when that company started, 2000 or something? I forget. I knew at one point, but I've got so many companies in my brain now that I'm forgetting. I actually thought that trike had a 750 motor on it, but I looked it up the other day and I'm like, it's got a 500 watt motor on it. That's kind of a bummer because I want to get a 750 so I can try to go faster on these roads. I guess I'm going to have to wait for that. I got a couple other potentials that I'm working on, but I'll probably have to wait for that Addmotor because that's coming with a 750 and I believe I can go into the computer and juice that bike up. And if not, I might be ordering a controller for one of their bikes. Or I might be ordering a controller off a friend of mine that knows a guy that programs these controllers. So I may go that route too. So we've been running this thing in past 3 the entire time. This thing has 5 levels. I can go to S level from here and then R level, which is the race level, which opens up that controller upgrade box and gives me 40 amps, 45? I'm not sure what it was. I think it's 40 amps. This is a beautiful old home. Money pit, but they're beautiful. I think I just came down this road the other day. What was I riding the other day? I don't know. Oh, actually, I know what I was actually in the car. I was headed down to find a place to do the review on that little bike, and I ended up doing it at the lake anyways. That day I hit people everywhere. It was a nice day and everybody was down in every body of water I went to. So I got to find a nice place that I can go to do these reviews that doesn't have a ton of people there all the time. The one I've been doing out at the lake, the one at the river I did, which was the Veribus, I didn't have anybody bother me there. That was nice. The one at the lake, the couple I've done at the lake, people just keep walking by. It's like, what are you doing, you know? They stop and look at the bike while I'm trying to film. It's crazy. So we went down to Florida, like you guys know, and we visited my wife's parents, and we didn't go down there for a vacation. We went down there to say, hey, would you please sell your house, come back up to New Hampshire so that we can take care of you up here. We want you to go into assisted living. We want you to enjoy the rest of your life and stop worrying about it's going to cost too much. No, none of your kids want the money. Just get up here and take care of yourself and enjoy the rest of your life. Spend the damn money and get it over with. And they agreed. So my wife is looking currently, we spent a lot of time in Florida making phone calls. She has gone in to see a couple of places now. She has a couple places tomorrow she's going to. We'll go to see as many as we have to. And when my wife thinks she found the one that she wants, and she thinks she has already, but things can change, we're all going to go look at it. Her brother and his wife and me and her and her sister, and just so that we all agree on it. Yeah, this is the place, because they're going to sell everything. They don't even want the furniture. And they're going to just, come up here. So we're going to fly down and bring them up. I'm going to go with Ellen's brother. We'll rent a U-Haul down there and whatever they want. I mean, they got pictures and stuff. There'll be enough stuff that we can't just throw it on a plane. And We already called, it's about $1,000 to rent the U-Haul for a 10-foot box truck, plus the gas and stuff, and we'll do that. This thing, again, there's a torque sensor on this bike. I got set at the canvas, but I never will, I know that. Yeah, you don't pedal, it don't go, so you gotta remember that once in a while. I'm sitting there going up the hill talking, and I'm like, why is this bike so slow? Yeah, it's because I wasn't giving any effort. So I know I've done this route with you guys before. As I'm coming up here, I'm going, oh yeah, that's where I'm coming out. Yeah, this is a long way. You may even hit the rail trail on the way home, who knows? The paved one, the different one. The one that's always got people on it. But by the time I get there, it'll probably be late enough that it won't matter. Very exciting news getting electric on board. I'm very happy with that. That is, to me, quite a achievement. They're a tough company. A couple of other creators, I said, hey, look what happened. And they were like, wow. That X-Peak did me a lot of good, let's put it that way. So no regrets there, and I love the bike too. So people are still a little bit afraid of that wobble, less and less though. Keep telling them, first of all, if you buy the step over like I got, and you're not running the baskets, and you're not running a bunch of weight on it, you're never gonna even know it. And even if you got baskets on it and you got weight in it, if you hold on to the handlebars, you don't even feel it. It's only when you let go of the handlebars. The problem wasn't really gonna bother me. You know, Richard was sending back his, and I'm like, you know, I made some videos. I got my money's worth out of this bike. It's a great bike. I really don't want to send it back, but I can use the money to buy another bike because there was no one sending me bikes at the time. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do that. But I didn't really want to send it back. And I did reach out to the company. Again, my buddy in there, who is the head of the influencers department, he had watched some of my videos and he was emailing me. So I reached out to him and I said, look, I really love this bike, but I don't think I should have to tolerate this wobble. And I made some points and we came to an agreement. Let's put it that way. So I was happy with it. They were happy. I went on to solve a problem for a lot of people. So it was a win-win situation for everybody. You know, I still see bikes going out there. I get people emailing me. I get emails on that X-Peak, probably without a lie, 3 to 5 a day. You know, on the weekend, on a Saturday, and a Sunday, I'm probably pushing 10 emails. Everybody, like, I don't know, sits down and goes, hey, I want to put another battery on that bike, and searches on YouTube, finds my thing, and the next thing I know, I got people asking me for, you know, what do I need to get? And I give them all the Amazon links, and my Amazon thing yields me about $60 a month if I'm lucky. I don't know. They're not using the links, or I know Amazon is really crappy. They pay like 1.3% or something like that. So you sell a $100 item, you're gonna make barely over $1. So I guess it takes, so if it's $60, I guess I'm selling a lot of crap. Who knows? But there ain't no money in this, guys. You think, you know, people that think that we're making a killing off of these bikes and stuff. First of all, we really can't sell them. I mean, we can. They're ours to sell when after we've met our obligation. What happens if the company calls and says, hey, can you do a comparison video? We're gonna send you another bike. Well, I can't do that because I don't have that bike anymore. So yeah, I'm holding on to the bikes. The Veribus, I don't know. I think I'm done with that company. They'd have to do some really good talking right now. I don't know. You know, I gave them a heads up before anything was said, before Richard had a problem. And it was like, oh, well, you know, sure the battery was charged? Yeah, I know the battery was charged. I'm not an idiot. But I guess they don't know that. But we went back and forth like that for a while. And like I said, not happy with them. Don't buy one of their bikes. I mean, unless something happens, don't buy one. There's a bunny going in the road. That's how you get hit. See, what time is it? It is 7:15. The sun is not down. I love this time of year, other than the bugs. So yeah, I gotta do that TK1 something or other video this weekend. I might be adding a gear to that, so The ghost pedaling bugs the heck out of me. I got a way to do it. So there might be a video out on how to add a gear to that bike to eliminate ghost pedaling. You know me, I gotta fix it. Can't leave it alone. My wife will probably take that bike off, but she won't care, but I want to do it. I already bought the stuff. This road has no sidelines on it. And there's a crack on the side of the road, a good foot deep. Which I know, I look at the videos, that you guys cannot judge how deep those cracks are. If I ever got out and showed you on the camera, you'd be like, holy crap. I know, I don't know. I think it was the Hannibal ride, which was last week? I don't know. There was one point where I was looking at a road and I said, I wonder where that road went. And I almost drove off the road and I was like, oh my God. It was about 1.5 feet deep, that crevice on the side of the road. Now here's a car that just disregards me and backs out into the road, which is totally against the law in New Hampshire anyways. You can't back into a road. That's against the law. You have to back into your driveway. If you get in an accident backing out of your driveway or a road or anything, you're at fault. Wow, this is probably a hill. I should have knocked up the gears. I probably could have got really going on this thing. It's wavy. So I turned the lights on because it's starting to get dark under the tree cover here. So that moon cool, I gotta do something about the seat on that thing because it's not that comfortable. I took that bike out for a ride the other night, no cameras, I just went out to enjoy it myself. And the TK one, I like riding that thing, it's fun. And it's not fast, but it's fun, it's nice. I went out the other night just by myself. I think I was out there for close to an hour. I just pedaled around, probably averaged around, I don't know, 11 miles an hour or something. You know, I was doing 16 and lower. I just had a good time. I had a lot of people looking at it and, you know, they asked me how much does that cost and how fast does it go, and I go out on this and I don't get anybody asking questions. Every once in a while you do, but that trike tends to make people interested. The guy I work with just bought a trike mountain bike, a real, not electric. He bought a mountain bike, paid $3,000 for it, and it was on sale from, I don't know, $5,000. And it's probably last year's model, pretty sure it was, whatever, but he's really happy with it. Nice looking bike. He just ordered a seat for his. And he ordered it from Germany. And you gotta sit on a piece of cardboard on your bathtub. They want you to, you know, cut out a piece of cardboard, sit on it on your bathtub because the bathtub's hard, so that your tailbones go into it. And then you've got to mark it with a marker, and then you got to measure it, and they'll customize a seat for you. Yeah, he's paying $180 for a seat from Germany. He's like, you really ought to get one then. And I'm like, well, I'll see how yours works out first. And I don't know if I'd buy one for one of these bikes. These seats are pretty comfortable as it is. If I ended up with a mountain bike, electric mountain bike, I'm not getting a non-electric, but, and I'm talking about a real mountain bike. I would, I mean, they probably consider this bike a mountain bike, but it ain't, as far as I'm concerned. I've been looking at that cyber bike. I actually wrote to them. Of course, I got no answer. I didn't expect to. There goes a deer. Go a deer. If I had seen him fast enough, I would have pointed the camera in the right direction, but I'm getting hit with bugs. So yeah, we're at 28 miles. And we're at an hour and a half. Well, hour 27. Wow, there's so many bugs coming, I can see them in the lights. Lots of bugs. I have to clean them out of my, I can hear them hitting my, I have to keep my mouth shut. So I guess at this point, guys, I am going to say It's been a nice ride. It's been a nice night. And we will see you next Saturday. Thanks for riding with me. Again, we're on the RipCurrant. And if you haven't hit that like and subscribe, please do. We will see you next Saturday.